Hi guys, got a little update. We're gonna work on Sub-Zero. Angela has never had her doors off of it, and we did the easy flip Sunrider, and we were gonna take the doors off of it the other day, and then she was like, "Well, I don't have mirrors," and I was like, "Well, you could use mine," and then I thought, "Well, you don't have the base mounts, and mine are painted orange, so it doesn't work." So we got her the same ones, and they're called. It's a weird name. Um, Joytus, Joytutus. And these are really cool. So what I did before we even started, these were black. These flags, they were black. You take the given Allen key, and we go ahead and just take all these screws out. You could pop this part out. So I popped this part out, and you could see I spray painted. We're going to do these a little bit later. They're still a little tacky. Same thing. These are the front door pockets. We're going to change to these metal ones because you know how like the mesh ones, they'll start sagging over time. And I just think Jeep should have done a better job with that. I mean, they should have done something more like this, where you got some compartments to hold things, you know, and they're a little bit of a harder space, so like they don't sag. Because over time, in your Jeep ownership, if you have those mesh pockets, they'll start hanging and they look like an old wrinkly nut sack, and they're disgusting. Like they're just not good. And for a vehicle that costs as much as Jeeps cost today, Jeep you should have done better. I'm just saying, like this is cheap stuff. It's funny, this has an American flag on it, and the box said made in China. How about that? Just like everything anymore. It is what it is. At least it has these cool little things. So we did the same thing. These came in black, and I went ahead. I put them together. They're in two pieces. You could see where these three screws um, make the two pieces and then make it one piece. So it's a right and left. These are for the front doors only. And then I took some mastic tape and I mastic this, and then I cut it with a razor blade, and then I gave it three coats of blue because it matches all of Sub-Zero's accents. So, but what we're going to do right now is we're going to do this. So these little things, I'm just going to take these out. It's kind of windy, so I don't want these blowing around, so I'm just going to take and set them aside. So these go in a place I'll just show you here in a minute. And then these are the long screws, so we're going to need these little short guys right here and right here, so we get these mounted. Because once we mount these stay with the vehicle, and then you use these screws to take these mirrors on and off. You can't keep them on. You can't keep them on when the vehicle has its doors on. You want to keep a hold of these little Allen keys. I threw them in my Jeep toolkit because in the use of these, this same Allen key tightens this, and then this little one tightens this little guy here, and then I think there's another little tightening thing down in here. But once you put them on, then you want to make adjustments, and then you want to kind of cinch up all these little points so that your mirrors are what you would like when you're driving. So they're aimed in the right place. You want to tighten them up so the wind doesn't make them flap or fold in or any of that stuff. But I've had these same ones, but mine are painted orange for a year, and with the doors off, they don't shake, they don't rattle. I would say these are the best bang for your buck for your door off mirrors. And I got them on Amazon. They're super inexpensive. They average like $59 to $69 for the set. And then $7 rattle can to make them look like yours, to match whatever accent color you have. Something easy you guys can do at home. This is super simple stuff. So we're going to take our little Allen keys, and we're going to take our little pieces. We're going to go to the Jeep. I've already done this, so I don't need instructions because I'm a guy. Until I put them on wrong and have to take and flip them from side to side. We'll see. So we're going to leave the mirrors here. I kind of know what I'm doing, I think. We'll see. And we're going to go to the car, and I'll mount these things in. Yeah. Go to that side. Holy cow. Hey, guys. So me and my wife are the same height. But I think this is her driving style.
No, it isn't.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe. I don't know. But every time I get in her car, I have to move the seat back. I like that Detroit lean, you know what I mean? You gotta sit like a gangster. Anyhow, let's go. let's get this popped off. So we're going to take this cover off. Usually you can use a plastic pry tool. And then, oh, there we go. We fished it out. So that's gone. So our next thing is there's a screw in here. I'm going to drop down so I can see it. There's a screw all the way up in here. And we want to, oh, look at you. That is right. I think that's an 8 or, it's a socket. I think it's an 8 or 9 millimeter. And we want to change that with a new one. So that's what we're going to do. Hold on 1 minute. Let me go grab the right socket because it's way down deep in there. So there's, I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a, and I can show you. Way up, where are we looking? Right there. Inside there, there's one screw. We got to take that out because we're going to replace it with the screw that came with these door off mirrors. So hold on 1 minute. I'll be right back. Okay. So I got a couple different ones just in case I didn't grab the right one. Okay, 11 is too big. Please be a 10. That's what I thought it was to begin with. You guys know how hard it is to find the 10 millimeter. Usually they're missing. There we go. It was a 10 millimeter. So we're just gonna, let's just break this thing loose real quick. There we go. Just gonna go ahead and twist this guy out real fast. Come on. There we go. That's out. So now that we have this out, I think I'm gonna have to go with those longer screws because this is pretty, yeah, something. Oh, that is right. These come out. So you take these out. It's been a while since I did this, but I'm figuring it out here as we go. Can't be too difficult, right? We take this guy, unthread it, and you see way down in there, there's a seat. There's a little lip all the way down here, and that's where it goes. Let's see if we got the right one first. So you want this square is going to face out because your mirror slides into this square. So what we're going to do, stick this in there, and that's it. That's the right one. So we got that in there, and we want to, so for all my Gen Xers, we're going to play a game we used to play when we were kids. Operation. So we have to stick this way up in here, get in the hole. We're going to start cinching this down. And now, let's pull this back out and take a look real quick. Oh yeah, that should be enough. I just wasn't getting it. It's number 2. Dropped it twice now. We're gonna drop down here so I can see what's going on. Okay. So what we're gonna do, let's be smart. Okay, it's in there. Maybe it is the longer screws. Let's go grab the longer ones. Like I said, it's been a while since I did this. So it is these longer screws. Wasn't positive, but it's not that hard to figure out real quickly. It's definitely threading in, I can feel it. I'm just gonna want to cinch those up a little bit. There we go. So there's that. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this mirror and we're just gonna see if we could test fit it. We should be able to. So what I got is I brought the mirror in and I have it just want to make sure we got it right. It's actually the other side. So yeah. Yeah, these spin around. I do remember messing with them last time to get this worked out which way. That's it. Actually, I had the right one. I just had it. You could take and turn this, so that was the problem. It wasn't turned the right way, and then we could turn it like that. So door off mirror fits. So then all we do is take the smaller screw that we were trying to put in the wrong hole, and then this right here will go. And this is how you take them on and off every time you want to go out without your doors. You just slide this thing in here, and it'll once you get it to catch. There we go. So that's in. And you just take your Allen key, just crank this down, and then that's in place, and it locks this in, and then we tighten up all this other stuff, and you can see it turns here at angles, gives you all the right angles. So what we're gonna go ahead and do, we're not keeping them on because our doors are on, so I'm just gonna take this back out, put this screw back inside here so we don't lose it. But since this is already tight, we know it's tight, I'm gonna put this little ball back in here. And this is actually pretty cool because if you get one of these ram mounts, she doesn't have one in here right now. She has one in Heffy. We have one in my other Jeep. But you could take a ram mount and put it here and have your phone sitting right here, or GPS, or your off-road radio, or whatever device you'd want to. And it gives you two new spots to do that because we're putting one on the driver's side and one on the passenger side. So it gives you two new little ram mount locations that are permanent, because this is what we're going to do. Like when the doors are off, we just undo this screw like so, and then I'm going to take and put this back in here because you don't want to lose these screws and you'll be looking for them every time you try to take your doors off. So then you store them in your car somewhere, so you always have them with the vehicle in case you want to take your doors off. So I'm just going to spin this down, locked in. So there it is. Quick, pretty easy. It's a good mount. The mirrors look really nice. So that's how we do our door off mirrors in the Gladiator or JL. It's the same configuration. So I'll show you. I'll bring you back in a little while once those dry, and we'll do the door pockets. But I'm gonna go ahead and do the passenger side, and then we'll bring you back when we do the next little install. Thanks for watching.